Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. And this one's going to be on the movie Plaguers. This is from Wild Eye Releasing, and it's written and directed by Brad Sykes. The movie follows this crew aboard this ship, and they're in space, and they have this aboard it. It's called Thanatos. It's this like virus thing that they're transporting. And here what happens is they let these females on board, and they needed help and everything from this other ship. And their ship is called Pandora. And so they let them onto Pandora, and what happens is they end up hijacking the ship. And in the process, something happens where this the cargo aboard gets broken, and it turns people into these like mutated kind of things aboard the ship. So now the people who are alive have to, fight off the plaguers, and also find a way off the ship so that it doesn't affect anybody else, on Earth, which is where the ship is headed. This is the 10th anniversary edition. Came out in 2008, but it came out on Blu-ray in 2019. So it's technically now it's like 12 years old. It's only the beginning of the year at the time this is being recorded, but still, it's like 12 years old now. But it's kind of like, it sounds like it's a zombie kind of movie. It's not really a zombie movie. It is in a way where if you get bitten or whatever by one of them, you do turn, but they're not, they're not slow. They're a little slow, but they're not that slow. They fight back a little bit here and there. There's not really much intelligence, but they're scary and everything. So they're different from zombies. They are different, and they're very, very aggressive and scary. And this longer seems like the longer you are a plaguer, the more you deteriorate quicker. I know that's the same thing with zombies, but zombies is like over time. This is like throughout the movie, and it's only taking place in a few hours, and they start deteriorating. They start changing. Weird shit happens to them. Their teeth start to form fangs, and all this like grossness. Their eyes are all weird. It's just like crazy, like the way you look after you turn into this plaguer. And obviously you don't go after any other plaguers. You just want to go after the people who are not plaguers. So yeah, like now the crew is trying to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else, because this ship is on its way to Earth, where it was supposed to take Thanatos, this like a little green orb thing. And so they want to make sure that it doesn't get to Earth, and they're fighting off these things. And it's not like they shoot them in the head and they die, because they get shot in the head, almost get their head cut off, throats slashed, brains bashed, and it's just like they just keep coming. Like there's no stopping them. I wouldn't say it's like Return of the Living Dead kind of zombies, where even a shot in the head doesn't do anything, but it's like this one, the very first one that turns, doesn't stop coming. Like she gets shot, beaten, like everything, like just all this stuff happens, and she just keeps on coming. And like they put her down, and she just like ends up coming at them again. And it was like, holy shit, what do you have to do to stop these things? And it's a pretty wild ride. And it's definitely low budget. Brad Sykes also did, like, he was a writer and stuff like that for like Camp Blood and Camp Blood 2. A couple of them, like something to do with the first three of them, I believe. And I haven't seen them. Haven't seen the Camp Blood, but he did, like, I was looking on the IMDb, and he had done movies, like he wrote for stuff. He did High 8 and the newer High 8, High something, I can't remember what it's called, but he did those. He did the wraparound stories, I believe. So he's still doing stuff now, which is cool. I gotta say, I did enjoy this movie. I really did. It's low budget. It's all on this spaceship, and it looks like a spaceship. You buy it, but you could tell that it's made. There's imperfections here and there, but you can see past that, because it's a fun movie. It's actually a pretty fun. I was, you know, I go into something like this and I don't know what to expect, and I actually really kind of enjoyed this movie. I thought it was fun. You know, some of it wasn't, you know, the acting wasn't actually bad, but some of it wasn't, you know, the fighting scenes, they're a little iffy because, you know, they have to, you could tell they're trying not to hit each other kind of thing. There's a one where the guy's crawling through like a crawl space, and you could see there's like a grate above him, and there's blood on it. So you could tell they had to do the scene before, and they didn't clean that part off. So I knew something was going to come out of there, and it did. And but it still got me because it was a jump scare. But it still got me. But like just little stupid little things like that. But yeah, likable characters, and if you didn't like somebody, chances are they're going to turn pretty quick. So, you know, yeah, I would say this is definitely a cool movie. I'm glad I got to see it. I didn't get to see it. I never saw it before. I would have liked to have seen it when it first came out, but I thought this looked pretty decent on Blu-ray. You know, looked good. There was captions, and the captions were fine. And the movie is 86 minutes long, and I think it flows along pretty nicely. I think it's enjoyable, and there's not really any slow period. There is a slow period a little bit, but it's not too long of a slow period. Like they're kind of like talking to each other and kind of planning and stuff like that. But it's what it is, you know. I thought this was going to be one of those where, you know, the cover is more expensive than the movie, you know, because it's a pretty cool cover, and then in the back, the scenes from it are very, very cool looking. You know, it's cool, and the effects are pretty cool. You know, it's gross. You know, the way the plaguers scream in that look really cool. They're pretty scary looking things, and the transformations are really cool. The effects, like you know, getting stabbed in the neck and then like the blood coming out, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. There was an arm ripping in it that looked really cool. Like I gotta say, the practical effects were really cool in it. The worst thing in it though was they used the ships. They actually used models, which is fine, but it just looked really cheesy. Like it looked bad, which I didn't mind the ships. The ships themselves don't look bad, but then what happens at the end with the ships, it looks really bad. And then when something gets like sucked out into space, it looked very bad, like CGI bad looking, like ugh, you know. But other than that, it was a fun movie, and I enjoyed it. I would watch this again. I did like this a lot. And again, good cast of characters. I liked it. And it does have bonus features on here. There's commentary. There's Scares in Space, it's a behind-the-scenes documentary, which is like it's a little over a half hour long, and you know, so it's pretty cool. There's like different sections they have talking about different things, what happened, and you know, how they interviewed people, stuff like that, and what they were getting themselves into. Cast and crew Q&A, which is like a few years later, and they have them like, you know, at a Q&A thing happening. There's trailers, closed captions, and scene selection, and that's so. And this is not rated. I would say it's rated R. I don't believe there was any nudity, but there was swearing and a lot of you know, blood and guts and stuff, which was pretty cool. And this is region A, B, and C. Now, there's nothing special on the inside. It's just the Blu-ray. There's no reverse sleeve or anything, so I don't have to show you any of that. But you got that on the back. Like, that's legit what she looks like when she turns. Like, it looks really, it's not like super enhanced on here. It's very cool. Especially with the eyes are like white. They're just white, and they look really cool. Very awesome. But yeah, I would definitely say check this out. If you like Alien, it's kind of like Alien in a way, but Alien and zombies, but not zombies in space. And now that sounds like, oh my god, in space. But like, yeah, it was pretty cool. And the ending, besides the effects, the very ending, how it ends, pretty cool. Maybe open up to something else, or maybe it's just like a oh no kind of thing, you know. And I can't say, I can't really want to give a hint too much, but you know, thumbs up. I enjoyed it, and I would say check this one out. It was fun and good fun. I don't know. So now I want to see more Brad Sykes movies, you know, and I have seen a few, like I said, but there's other ones I want to check out. So I'm gonna get, you know, check those out hopefully soon. I know I have a few of them, and I never watched them because that's just how I am. But anyway, yeah. So that's it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. If you're interested in this, I'll put a link below where you can pick it up, and also I'll put a trailer below. But like I always say, proceed with caution. There may be spoilers in the trailer. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.